Morning. First job of the day, come and see cows and calves. And they're in what we call the bottom grass. There's the top grass and the bottom grass. And they weren't supposed to be down in here with the chalk stream in it until the calves got a bit stronger, just in case they got in the beck and got in trouble. But yesterday, Warnie took it upon himself to jump over the gate and get in with my dad's heifers, and he dog caused a right commotion. He did. Anyway, Tom'd one definitely, but she was just too small to keep. And yeah, so he was a naughty boy yesterday, so we had to put him down here out way so he can't get the scent of the heifers to get on here again and in among them again. So but these lot, but there's been hell of a frost, but these lot are doing fantastic. So yeah, but they'll soon eat it up, so I'll have to bring, there's too many numbers of cattle in a short space of grass, in a small space of grass. So I'll have to bring bales of silage, or when we get the last bit of fodder beat up, bring that, or bales of hay to supplementary feed them, because there's not going to be enough to keep them going. But they look fantastic. I'm glad it's come to this point, because they were doing no good whatsoever inside. I've noticed there was a calf on its own. He's coming through now, and he's lame on a front foot, so whether he's got somewhere he shouldn't be and damaged himself, or whether he got knocked in trailer and I ain't noticed him before, I'll just have a close look at him. This fella here limping across. That's the first calf what was born this year. She's an heifer, and Christ, she's a size. She was born in, oh Christ, what would it be? But it was the 23rd of I think she was born the 23rd of December, and she's a right thing already. And the twins what were born sort of in between Christmas and New Year, they've thrived, but they've been very, I don't know what the word is, but they've fed off everybody's, all other mothers. Yeah, they just go around sort of grabbing a bit here and there, because you know, for one cow to feed two is a big challenge for her. So yeah, it's just lame on this front left foot. I think it's now, I mean, there's no damage as in blood, it's just carrying it a bit. We'll just keep an eye on it. Number 18, I'll just memorise that and keep my eye on it. It's had a knock. God, it's really cold though. There's been a hell of a frost. It really has. Right. Bad lad. Swallows have arrived. I've seen odd ones, but all of a sudden there's a bloody loads of them. That'll be a bit of a shock to the system, won't it? I mean, they've come here for a bit of warmth, and or whatever they migrate for, I don't know. And yeah, it'll be a bit cold for them, so yeah, they'll find their nesting places and then have their chicks, and then away back to Africa, I think. Do they go to Africa for winter? Yeah, it's a nice sight. So it's like a sight of spring, isn't it? You know, when you see the swallows. Like, turned a corner a little bit. But yeah, this stream, it's had a rough take this winter with the amount of water what's come down it. The sort of offside bank has really eroded where it comes round the corner, and it's dug away at this, but it deposits its silt at yon side, and then that greens over, so you don't lose a lot of land. You just sort of, you know, it just changes its path. But more it changes its path, more damage it does, because it gets more curlier instead of cutting straight through. I think in time we'll have to straighten it, come with digger and it's like go straight through there. But this is the one I dug out, and everyone says, "Oh, you'll get in bother with Environment Agency," and I thought, why? Why? Because I'm sort of increasing the flow through my farm. Yeah, maybe I'm shoving it downhill, but if we all did the same, or everybody did the same, or all watercourses were made to run fast and sort of shallow and fast, they'd be in better order, wouldn't they? It's called maintenance, isn't it? There don't seem to be any money at the moment on maintenance. It all seems to be, well, I think there's plenty of, well, there is. You know, I listen to news and bloody hell, it pisses me off. Pisses my wife off and all, because I start shouting at telly and she starts shouting at me. But there was an old timer that were said, well, there is plenty of money if it's but my opinion, there's loads of money in these government organisations. For every government organisation, whether it's, well, wherever, you name one. If money was spent more wisely, there'd be plenty to go around. But instead of being wasted, I mean, there's a couple of projects, council projects around here, and I don't know whether it's been leaked or someone's found out how much it's costing to do a bridge, for instance. 450,000. Well, I don't know, a couple of men with a good digger and could do it for 40, 50 grand, you know. So where did they dream up the 40, 50,000? The 450,000? We don't know. So that's a good example of totally wasted money. Because it didn't cost, I mean, I dug this stretch with our hard digger, which is an 11 grander, in from there right through, right down here to there, in a Saturday. I started about 10 o'clock and I finished at 3. So that bit's done. So that cost next to nothing. You know, so these projects, you know, to set a digger on a waterway, it don't cost that much. But anyway, rant over. So I'll go today. Jake's injecting slurry into some grassland we're going to drill next week, hopefully, if the seed arrives. Always just finished drilling some spring oats. Phil's over there muck spreading, ready for some spring barley, and I'm powering ready for Ollie coming here with some to drill some spring wheat. So yeah, it's all go. And my dad might be coming to swap me. This will be in now, so I can go spraying. It looks at that sky though. I don't think I'm off spraying. I hope we don't get one of them showers on this, because we could just do without it really. We really could. We hire our muck spreaders off Pete Brown. He's got, Chris, he must have a dozen. That's one of it. That's his baby. That's one of the real old ones. In fact, it's for sale. He's got 17 cubic metre one. It's huge. It is. It really is a monster. But we always get a mid-range one. I don't know, about 15 cubes, something like that. But all bunnings. So, and yeah, very good spreader. So. We've hired that one for a day in the intentions, if we really like it and we think it's right enough, we might have a deal at the end of the day. So watch this space. If not, we don't know. We don't know whether it's just more common sense just to go get one and work it out for a day, take it back, or to have our own, and then so we can do a bit here and there. We've got a lot of muck and a lot of fields and a lot of different places, different bases sort of thing, and sometimes it's a logistical nightmare when you've got one hired. So I don't know what to do really. I like our own, but depending on how much we can get off Pete's asking price. But it's all action down at Duff Farms today. Jakey with his tanker. He's injecting a bit of slurry. Phil with his muck spreader, spreading muck. Oh, Daniel? Well, he's off for it. He's done him. Oh, Daniel's busy. Wiring people up. I've been advertising him, haven't I? On my hat. He gave me an hat. I don't know why, because I don't think he needs any more work, because he's that bloody busy, he can't get around what he does. But yeah, if you want a good electrician, agricultural, industrial, there's a lot of agricultural and industrial, to be fair. That's his preference, but he will do domestic, like. But usually domestic is for customers, his industrial, agricultural customers he knows, you know what I mean? So he don't go chasing the domestic. You know what Joe Public are like nowadays. But yeah, busy man, busy lad. Spring barley on this it's medium soil, and I wouldn't say it was drilled perfect, but it's come marvellous. Very, very pleased. Just the right amount of moisture really kept to keep to sort of keep it going, and it's just grown ever since. Looks really promising actually, especially if we get another, I don't know, 6 weeks of growing weather. It could sort of boost our corn heap and our straw heap up. There's patches, I'll show you, let me just get turned in. Yeah, there's patches where it's quite heavy, but I know I'm giving it a foliar feed, but there is some new growth, you know, there is new germination, and the will tiller will them thin bits. But yeah, I'm just putting a bit of foliar feed, a chemical called mangazine. There's sandy patches all over the field, and they suffer terrible with manganese deficiency. So what I'm doing, I'm just putting some manganese on the leaf, and just keep the plant, try and keep the plant a lot healthier. Because once it gets beyond a point of looking sick, I think it loses its vigour. So we're just trying to, what it costs, we're just going to pep it up a bit. It's just lost a bit of colour. Could be the cold nights though, because we've had a lot of frost. I'm just picking a bit of stuff up. A lot of scarecrows kicking about. Sexy Fingers is in bad form this morning. I think he's drunk too much. Friday night he was out with his mates. Well, he's out with his mates every Friday night, but yeah, I think he's maybe overdone it a little bit. He's in bad form, so I just set him on mucking out, and we won't communicate much with him. Well, he made a cock up there. Drill must, well, metering wheel stopped, and he's not listening to buzzer, but it don't matter. I ain't bothered. It might give chance for some lapwings to nest on it, you know, a bit of a bare patch, I would have thought. I ain't seen a lot of lapwings, to be honest. What do you lot call them in your part of the world? We call, I've heard them peewits, lapwings, plovers. There's all sorts of different names for them, innit, depending on your area you live in. Yeah, I haven't seen many. Not down here anyway, up at another farm at Burnley, there's plenty there. Because there's a lot of land what we haven't drilled and had a chance to drill, and it ain't dry enough now to do out with. So it, you know, they might get their first clutch off before we work it for back end, because I think we'll end up following some, get some muck spread on it and follow it. So yeah, we've gained a muck spreader. The muck spreader we hired yesterday, I've ended up buying it this morning. So yeah, I'm quite happy about my purchase as well. I knew it was for sale, and the deal was, the lad Pete Brown, he says, take it and try it, reach for a date, and if you like it, it is for sale, bid me. So anyway, I bid him, we've ended up with it, so yeah, quite pleased with my purchase. So just, I don't know, when you hire a muck spreader, it's just a big panic, isn't it? You know, to get as much done in the day. Well, we like to do little and often sort of thing, you know, go, I can set fill on, I'll go do that 10 acre, then yoke it off, get a plough on, and then we'll get it drilled, you know, instead of getting 50 acre blitzed in a day, and then it's drying out and, you know, losing its nutrients, and, well, you know what I'm saying, don't you? It just makes it a little bit more flexible, the job. Ollie's made a fantastic job of drilling, but it's just pockets like that what he's just have to sort of maul through, and half its seeds on top. But it's surprising what the rollers have done. I know this isn't quite as bad as in there, but it's sort of just crunched it down, and a bit of wet and dry, it'll be fine. Well, I'm really pleased. And the majority of the field, I didn't think he'd get this this side rolled. I thought he'd pick up, but with the flotation tyres, we can nearly, we don't even worry about paddling. With our balloon tyres, we don't even worry about paddling, because we don't. It's such a light footprint that ain't an issue. It's like anything sticking to the rollers. And look, it's fantastic. It's crunched it down a bit where it's been a bit knotty, and it's covered more seed, because there was a bit of seed on top, and then them clots have bust and sort of covered them up. So I think a good rain on this, which I think we're going to get tomorrow, and be next weekend, it should be showing a few sprouts of oats. But I mean, look, it's as rough as arseholes really, but I think we'll get a crop as long as it keeps growing, you know. It just doesn't want now at this time of year to come very dry, and our late drill spring crops drought off. Bloody Axel Pro, I'm spraying strong stuff. Just sprayed that downwind.